The Fer-de-Lance is a nondescript, pretty scruffy looking wingless wet. It is equally at home, being fished in the film as an emerger pattern, or fished deeper down to either simulate an emerging pupa or any kind of drowned insect. The hook is a grip 14723 BL, size 12. The thread is Pearsall's Gossamer, silk thread in a color antique gold, and the hackle to be tied in is a dark grey hen hackle. I will tie in the hackle right at the eye. Run it down for a couple of turns and then trim away the waste. For the tail material, it's the same dark grey hen hackle in a slightly larger version. Just pull off a few barbs for the tail, even the tips, and then strip them off. And I shall tie them in at this point. Then run touching turns towards the end of the shank, making sure that the tail barbs remain on top of the hook shank. When the end of the shank is reached, the thread will be split. Into it will go some fox squirrel dubbing. It's a very spiky kind of dubbing. In order for the silk to be split, it needs to be flattened, and then it's Pearsall's Gossamer's 3-ply, so split. I shall end up with 2 plies on one side and 1 obviously on the other. The dubbing is inserted and the silk is allowed to close up. Next it's spun, the bobbin holder that is, to put twists into the thread, which are then allowed to run up and secure the dubbing a bit more. I've left a little bit of silk pretty bare right here, because I want the start to have the silk showing, and then gradually taper into the spiky body. It runs pretty much all the way up to the point where the hackle is tied in. Pull it back a bit, then make one open turn to go slightly back. The hackle will be wound a couple of turns at the eye, and then spiraled back slightly into the thorax towards the waiting silk, which then traps it and then cut through at a steep angle till in front. Next, simply finish it off with a 3-turn whip finish to make a small, neat head. Then either snap or trim away. just make the angles, and if there is anything in the a few of the spiky dubbing strands that are a little over the top, simply pull those away. That'll work. And that completes the Fer-de-Lance. Nondescript, effective pattern. Nondescript, in essence, means it can pretty much imitate, simulate any bug in the water.